FYF Sports, man. We back. Another video, man. This was a unique video. I found this video. I haven't even watched it yet. I saw the title and I said, you know what? We got to discuss this, man. We got to discuss this. Because in the picture, you see two very controversial people. We got LeBron James. He's arguably the GOAT. A lot of people don't like that, having him the GOAT over Michael Jordan. And then we got Dr. Umar Johnson, man, the man who has spent the last 12 years building a school. I'm just joking. It's been about 6 years building a school that just haven't came to fruition. He's collecting millions in donations, and a lot of people are wondering what's going on. Because again, you're dealing with two highly controversial people. Dr. Umar Johnson, he is a smart brother. He has a lot of intelligence, a lot of degrees. But I mean, I have to really question your IQ if you say that the NBA Finals is rigged. I mean, to say basketball is rigged, it takes a lot to go into rigging a basketball game. If that's what's actually going on, you have to have refs involved, executives involved, team owners involved, players involved, and you got to hope that all of these pieces stay in line. Nobody in this whole conspiracy, nobody gets upset and maybe runs off to TMZ to create a new story. I don't know. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. We're trying to grind to 15K. That's the next goal. 100K by the end of the year. It's possible to me. 15K, it was never possible to a lot of people. 4 months, 15K. Hey, we did it. That's possible. That's right. That's right around the corner. 100K looks impossible. That's doable. We got it. Y'all can help me get there. Share the video, like the video, continue to engage, help grow this platform. And you're dealing with the best sports podcast on YouTube. Again, you might not think so now. I'm just speaking into existence. The best sports podcast on YouTube, hands down. I'm just telling you right now. So again, be a part of something special. Smash the subscribe, hit that notification bell. But again, we got to get back on this, man. I really want to get to this video. You know how we dissect videos. We play it, we stop it, we play it, we stop it, and we talk about it. All right. But I'm sure this man is going to say some very interesting stuff. But again, as for me, and I see a lot of these players, I see how hard they work behind the scenes. I speak with, I've spoken with executives and I've spoken with coaches, so I know exactly what they do behind the scenes to get a team ready for an NBA basketball game. So I take an offense to it when people start saying that certain games are rigged or this finals is rigged, all because a team that they like did not succeed or make it. But again, it's crazy. But let's just hear what Dr. Umar Johnson has to say about it, and then we'll dissect it.
As far as the NBA goes, I believe that the NBA playoffs are rigged and set up for LeBron James to get another ring. I could be wrong. I don't know. This is just my early assessment. If he wins the NBA championship, I'm going to argue that the whole thing was rigged to give him another ring so that he could remain the face of the NBA, so he can keep a lid on the protesting. Let me say that again. I believe the Clippers exit was a organized exit. The Clippers lost on purpose. Doc Rivers lost on purpose.
Oh man. The hate runs deep. Doc Rivers lost on purpose. The Clippers lost on purpose. So these NBA players, it's not about the work that they put in the gym. It's not about the time they sacrifice away from their families. They're all in cahoots, sacrificing games to continue to push some type of narrative for LeBron James. That's what he's saying. All of these guys in the league, they're all in cahoots. Even the guys on who are on two-way contracts making $50,000 a year. Even the guys on minimums making $200,000 a year. Even the Rondos making $2 million a year. All of these guys are in cahoots. Everybody's in cahoots because they want to keep LeBron the face of the league. What's even funnier is that LeBron has lost 6 NBA finals, and he's still the face of the league. LeBron losing a 7th NBA final is not going to change anything. He's still going to be the face of the league when he loses 7. If he loses 7, he could win another one. So it's just funny how people try to correlate entertainment and what happens on the court with real life. Again, man, it's not logical. Now we're dealing with a guy who's very intelligent. He's very intelligent, but what he's saying right now makes no sense at all. Makes no sense. But let's go ahead and hear him out. We're gonna finish this video. We're gonna hear a little bit more what he has to say before we judge him completely.
And I'm looking at the poor play calling that I saw at the stretch of last night's game as well as game 2. And there were a couple key fouls that the refs totally ignored against the Lakers that should have took the Nuggets to the line. Don't get me wrong. They always cheat for superstars. They always cheat for superstars. But I believe that the NBA, in order to make sure that the NBA does not go down the road of black activism, I think they believe if they can make LeBron James champion, keep him as the face of the NBA as long as possible, LeBron James will pull a Barack Obama and keep NBA athletes from getting involved in protests. What the Milwaukee Bucks were about to do, the word out was that LeBron James did not appreciate them boycotting the playoffs. He's more concerned about his championship than black people. I don't care about his Brianna treats. Anybody can make a tweet, LeBron. I love you and I respect you, brother. But tweeting about how you're so upset about the Brianna trial when you had a chance to not even go back and play in the bubble. If you really cared about justice for Brianna, why did you report to the bubble? If you really cared about justice for Brianna, LeBron, why did you report to the bubble? It's very hypocritical. Just like when they asked you why you didn't support the Milwaukee Bucks protests, you said you spoke with Barack Obama and Michael Jordan. You spoke with Barack Obama and Michael Jordan. You spoke with Barack Obama and Michael Jordan. Why would you be taking advice from 2 black men who have done nothing for black people? Why would you be taking political advice from 2 black men who have done nothing politically expedient for black people? Michael Jordan has done nothing to aid black people. Barack Obama has done nothing to aid black people. And you go to them. You go to them and you ask them if you should keep playing. What did you expect them to say? What did you expect Barack Obama and Michael Jordan to say? Why did you
He's saying a lot right there, y'all. He's saying a mouthful. He's connecting dots where dots shouldn't be connected. What we do is let's get the facts about the Milwaukee Bucks protest. A lot of people were upset at the Bucks for how they did it. The reason why they were upset is because the players as a whole didn't look unified. When you have one team that goes over here and does not tell anybody what they're doing and they boycott, you isolate everybody else. Now, they were upset for a short period of time, but they were simply upset because you got to inform everybody so we can make this a unified boycott so we don't look like we're divided. That was the only division right there. That was the only issue right there. This is not about calling Barack Obama. It's not about calling and asking Michael Jordan what to do. No, that's not what it was. That talking to Michael Jordan was before the bubble even started. Like these are talks going into creating a bubble and if the players should even enter the bubble. That was back when we were discussing if Kyrie Irving had a plan. He's talking about something completely different. So again, this is how you connect dots that aren't even there. Because you can take one narrative or one story, you can throw it into this story and try to make it seem as if it was true. So again, make sure you got to stay factual, Dr. Umar. Please stay factual. But again, like I said, this guy's a very intelligent brother. The fact that he would go to this link to say that, he's basically challenging LeBron's activism. I never liked the narrative of telling the players, if you want to support. If you want to support Black America, then don't go to work. The NBA, even though the basketball is a game, that's their job. All right. Whether you work at Walmart, whether you work at Burger King, whether you have a construction job, all of these issues in the world, police brutality, we all still got to go to work. And that's all they're doing. They're going to work. Telling LeBron James not to go to work doesn't do any justice for the Breonna Taylor situation. All right? Because as we saw with the grand jury situation down there, they're going to do whatever they want to do anyway. So whether we boycott, whether we riot, and they're doing all of that in Louisville. They've been doing that in Louisville. Regardless of what you do, boycott, riot, they're going to find a way to do whatever they want to do with this particular justice system. You're not going to beat them that way. So Dr. Umar Johnson, I disagree with you right there. But you know what? You are more than welcome to hit us up, man. Hit us up at business@fyfsports.com if you want to come and debate us on this. Because, again, we take on everybody. You can debate us, Dr. Umar Johnson. You can debate us on this. But we're going to hear you out, man. It looks like this video, we're only about halfway through. What we're going to do is we're just going to play the rest of it out. That way we could just hear what he has to say. We're going to end it. We're going to end it there. And we could just kind of close after we hear everything he has to say on this entire topic.
What else did you expect them to say? You knew they would tell you to go back and play. LeBron James knew Michael Jordan and Barack Obama would tell him to keep on playing because they are owned by the white power structure. Barack Obama is property of the American white power structure, and Michael Jordan is property of the American white power structure. They were not going to tell LeBron to protest because they never protested. They wouldn't want a black athlete doing more for black people than they did. They wouldn't want a black athlete doing more for black people than they did. You understand? So LeBron James, that was a coward move. That was a weak text about Breonna, bro. You could have done much more than that. And then you started a foundation to fight against campaign harassment of voter discrimination. That was weak, bro. That was weak. And so the NBA is going to pay LeBron. The NBA is going to pay LeBron James for keeping a lid on the protests. The NBA is going to reward LeBron James for not letting his fellow athletes get involved in the protest by giving him the NBA championship. Okay? That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Okay? Now, that's just an early assessment. That's just an early assessment. That is not my final analysis. I want to underscore that because I have a perfect predictions record for political issues. I have a 100% perfect political predictions record. So this is not a political prediction. This is just an early hunch. This is just an early hunch. But the way it's looking with the Clippers being exited and the calls not going Denver's way, I really do think that the NBA is going to reward LeBron with a championship if he promises to keep his fellow players from protesting. I don't know what's going on with Tory and Megan. I don't listen to their music, but I respect both of them. I don't listen to their music, but
Dr. Umar, you're finessing. You're finessing, Dr. Umar. Again, I like the brother, man. I like some of the stuff he says, but he's finessing right now. So again, I'm not going to, when you see the work that these guys put in behind the scenes, I'm not going to diminish the hard work that this guy puts in behind the scenes. All right. The time that he's taken away from his family and kids to go play this game of basketball. I'm not going to diminish that by saying that the NBA is giving him a championship. No, the NBA didn't give LeBron anything. What LeBron did was every player that was in front of him, he beat. He beat the Blazers. He beat the Rockets. He beat the Denver Nuggets. And he beat the Miami Heat. That's what LeBron James did. That we cannot take that away from that man. We can't diminish what he did. We can't diminish what he did based on who he played. We can't give the Clippers that bailout excuse that they lost on purpose so that LeBron could win. So that's the new narrative now, that the Clippers lost on purpose. A guy like Kawhi Leonard, who pronounced himself king of LA, he's in cahoots now to lose on purpose. Paul George, he's intentionally playing reckless and doing dumb stuff in these games because he wants LeBron James to win. So all of this so LeBron James can continue to stop the players from boycotting. Makes no sense to me. Definitely doesn't make sense. And again, Dr. Umar, for as much as you do for the black community, again, let's not diminish what these guys are doing. These guys are great athletes. These guys are great basketball players. And LeBron James put on a show in the bubble. And you could only play who's in front of you. Right? Whether it was the Clippers whether it was the Denver Nuggets, and again, and when he talked about refs and the refs missing the call, well, first of all, yeah, they're refs. They're humans. They're not robots. They miss calls. It happens all the time. And what do they try to do? They'll go back. Refs have meetings and they have film sessions. They'll look over and they'll try to be better in the next game. But there's no game in NBA history where refs has gotten every single call correct. I mean, refs get calls wrong, and we got instant replay, and they still get calls wrong sometimes. That just tells you how hard of a job it is. All right. So again, I'm not going to diminish what those refs do, because that job isn't easy. The pressure that they get from players and stars to make certain calls. We were watching guys play in a new era of flopping, where this makes it even more difficult to get calls right, because you got guys flipping and flopping everywhere as soon as they get touched. I mean, look at some of the flops that Marcus Smart takes. For as tough of a player as he is, he can throw some of the most miraculous flops out there and really have you thinking that he got fouled. All right, these are some of the things that refs have to go through and deal with, and it just makes this is why their job is extremely difficult and stressful, because every mistake, every call that they make is scrutinized. Whether the call is right or wrong, it's scrutinized by players, it's scrutinized by coaches, it's scrutinized by the league. Man, this is complete disrespect for the guys that actually play the game. It's complete. That's what I think it is. And again, for as much as I respect Dr. Umar Johnson, he's disrespecting everybody in the league by saying that the NBA gave LeBron James a championship. The NBA didn't give LeBron James anything. LeBron James came and took that this year, and we have to give that to him, because what you're going to do is you're going to try to give 90s fans some more ammo to say this championship didn't count or it has an asterisk. Let me know what you think about the video. Hit us up in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But make sure you interact with us so we can know what you think about Dr. Umar Johnson in this video. Hit us up in the live debates if you want to debate us on it. If you want to chop it up on air, join our lives. We can talk about this. Again, this was crazy to hear. But I just want to put the news out there, and then I want to engage in conversation and see what you guys have to say about it. Hey, but it's FYF Sports, man. It's been another great podcast episode. Grind to 15K, yearly goal 100K. We're gonna get there. But until then, it's been a great podcast episode, and we out.